Okay, our class is on recording now, so let's proceed to the lecture notes and then open up draw.io where we'll be working on. Oh. Okay. So this is what we are going to be modeling. We're going to be creating this kind of process map. This is what we are trying to create. So that you can see how it's created, and then from the way we did it, we are doing it, you should be able to create one for yourself. So, yeah. So the tool we are going to be using for this is called draw.io. We've used it before. You can equally use VCO. If you have VCO, you can equally use Lucid Chart if you have them. But if you don't have any of these and you don't have money to pay for them, you can use draw.io. Draw.io is free. They are not collecting any money from you, and it's a good product. And the main purpose I'm using it is because it's free, because I don't want us to go and incur extra costs because we want to pay for draw.io, or so we want to pay for VCO. Because when you are paying, for instance, if I ask you to pay for Microsoft project, then you pay for draw.io as well. By the time you finish paying for all these things, that's going to be a lot of money from your pocket. Okay. Please, I don't want, you should put yourself on mute. So to get draw.io, open your browser and type draw. You see draw.io, and if you enter, you see it's loading. So once you click enter, it's going to redirect you to another site called diagram.net. So in case you type draw.io and you are being directed to here, you'll be confused what is going on. It's the same company. So you decide where you want to save your work. If you want to save your work on your device, like your laptop, you can choose here. If you want on OneDrive, any of these, they all work. I'll save it in my Google Drive. So I select Google Drive and I authorize so that we can use my Google Drive, save it on my drive, and so authorization given. So it's prompted to save on my drive. I've got some of them already, but I'm going to create a new one and have to start from new, create new. I'm not going to use any template. So okay, let me give it a title. I'll call it nearest finance process map. That's the nearest finance department process map. So that's the title. And we'll see here, they'll have a lot of templates we can use. Or you see swim lane diagram, you see a lot of them. This is very powerful application. So flowchart is very powerful. It's so good to be free. So, and I will use black canvas. So I'll start from afresh. I'll select this and I'll create. So, and so now we'll have a fresh canvas here. So what we need to do is to we're going to use swim lane diagram. So if you see here, there's a lot of, we have a lot of shapes we can use here. If you scroll down as well, you see more shape, you see these are libraries. You go to these libraries and look for what you are looking for. Yeah, here. So see, this is in case you want to do any other, there's a lot of things you can achieve from here. So we have advanced, we have basic, we have flow charts. Flow charts. We have entity relationship diagram. We have UML, that unified modeling language. So, and there's a lot here. So they will have so many libraries. In case what you are looking for is not within the library here, all these libraries here, these call them libraries. If what you are looking is not here, what you need to do is add more. You have the capacity to add more libraries. So I'm trying to close them up. So now you see here, add more shapes. From here, you click on here. If what we are looking for is not in the library, these are libraries. So from here, you select more. So based on what you want to do, just trying to help you understand. I think we've done this before. Don't know if this class, but these are various libraries where you can get other shapes. So it goes beyond just process map. If you are planning for infographic, a lot of things here. Yeah, so many of them. This is a business process modeling notation and a lot. And this value stream mapping. So, and I think we already have what we have. We have UML 2.5 and so many of them. So if you are doing data, this is data flow diagram. Because you are doing data mapping, you can see it's here as well. So it's something you have to come on your own and explore and play around. My own is to introduce you to this, how we are going to use it, and the more you are going to be advanced on using it, will determine by yourself how much time we are devoting to come here to practice and explore. So, but for me, instead of trying to navigate different libraries looking for this and that, I'm looking for swim lane diagram. as a container to use. So all I need to do is come here, I type swim lane. So if you know what you are doing, you know what you want. For me, I'm looking for swim lane, and let me search if I can. So you see, these are swim lanes, the containers. This is vertical container, this is horizontal container, and yes, we have so many swim lanes here. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. So they're all good, depending on how you want it. And for me, I will choose between this and this. So I'll choose this for my work, and I'll click on it, and it's here. So you can drag them around. This canvas belongs to you, so you have right, you can move them around. All these things are flexible. So this is the name. You can give it the name here. I'll say no. So nearest non-ERP, non-ERP process map. So I've given it a title, and then we'll have different swim lanes. So all these swim lanes, you give the swim lanes title based on who is on that lane. You remember, let's go back to our documentation, and in our documentation, you see stakeholders were captured. There are various stakeholders here, and the first stakeholder we're going to start while trying to do this process map is this is the process flow based on what we captured. Is the salesperson, that is the first person here, and so we have the first swim lane is going to be the salesperson. So that's where we are going to start. So we go to the swim lane here. This swim lane, some of these swim lanes we have to delete them for now. So if you see this swim lane, I'll delete some. When I need them, I'll bring them back. So if I want to add an extra swim lane, I will highlight. You see the way I highlighted on this whole container? Once I highlight like this, you see the arrow, it will show what is either I want a swim lane or I want any of this shape, but what I'm looking for is swim lane. I'll then add swim lane. For instance, let me see, I've added another swim lane. If I want to add another swim lane, I'll just, that's how, or if I want to delete them, I'll highlight the swim lane and click on delete. So this one again, delete, and this one again, I'll delete. So I want to start from one swim lane first, and then expand as my work is growing. So, and this is going to be, I'll give it a name. The name is going to be salesperson. Sales person, and we start. So yes, we have gotten the swim lane we are looking for. I have to close this so to create so I can see road. So I will start from, I have enough container that I can use from this. This container is a process container, and this Eclipse container is mainly for to indicate when you want to start or when you want to end. So, and I can use any of them. So if I want more containers, like, but I have enough containers from here that I can use. There's no, because of time, there's no need of trying to move around. I have enough. So all I need to do is grab this and bring it in here to get started. And I will, you see, is scalable how you want. So I'll put it here to get started. And I will add start. Start. When you are trying to model a process, you must indicate where you are starting and when you are ending. So you have to start with a shape like this. And at the end of the day, when you finish modeling, you will equally use this kind of shape to end your modeling. So we have started. So the next thing is to, what is the first thing here? The first thing here is sales order creation. To create sales order, so that is the first thing here. Sales order creation, and so if you want to add, I can grab from here and bring here and use an arrow to link them together, or I can highlight. From highlight, I choose what I want. This is what I want. I want a shape, this kind of shape, which is for process. So, and I need to start by adding processes and sub-processes. So the main process is what I'm going to add now, and under it, I'll start adding sub-processes. And that is sales order creation. And I will itemize all my processes. It's very good to itemize processes. So although we have arrows, even if you do not itemize it and you have arrows, arrows will show anybody who is reading your process flow how the process is moving, following the arrow. But to make it your work professional, look more professional, it's good to itemize your work. So I'll input 1.0 here, and that's it. And this, in order to give room or make more spaces, can Yeah. Okay. And want to kind of okay. So I want to reduce the size of this. So you see, is the font is 16. I want to make the font size 13. So, or 12. I make this font size 12. So, and uh, okay. Okay, this is the start. The main process I've started, so I need to start adding sub processes within this main process. And then what I need to do here is to add another process here. If I want, I can from here anyhow, but let me start from here. Let me use this way. So, and then I'll go back here and pick another sub process. So under this is other creation, the sales rep create a sales order manually. So I will not be copying all the words. So it's just the key words I'll be picking to make the work look neat. So and I'll give it 1.1, and then another one is and paper copies are generated or the information is stored electronically in the system. I'll say the paper you have to be specific, so we choose one. Paper copies, we are doing it manually, so paper copies are generated. Copy it, come here, add it. Want all of them to be in the same size. Then so then another main process, I've captured this, the number one process. So number two process is the invoice creation. Invoice creation is the number two. And we come over here and add it. So 2.0 and so you can see how my process is flowing. And I'll come again. So you see, this is not mathematics, this is designing, is a design. So you have to use your creative skills to do this. Upon shipment or service. So the invoice, create an invoice document. Yeah, I'll have to do this one manually. And this is 2.1. And 2.1 and then 2.2. Information is manually copied from sales order or recreated. 2.2 and another one paper copies are generated for physical delivery. It's 2.3. So, and payment collection, that is code process. Copy it, go back here and dump it here. And make it the same and itemize 3.0. So, and then we'll come back here, we'll grab the sub processes. So payment collection, the salesperson collect payment from the customer through various methods. Like I said, I'm picking keywords to make my work look tidy. So we already have a detailed document here. So 3.1, and payments might be received in person or deposited into bank account. 3.2. So see, the process is growing. The diagram not growing. So so the next is and salesperson might need to chase for overdue. So we've captured various ways we can collect our payments. So that's the process of payment collection. So after collection of payment, the next will be to record the payment collected. And so first, let me scale up this. As we're growing, okay, let me increase my and this is 3.3. So, okay. At this point, you can see we've covered the salesperson very well. And major processes. So now it's time to add another lane. We'll finish looking at our document here. We've captured salesperson, everything about salesperson, what the role the salesperson perform within this process. We've captured it. So the next thing is to capture payment recording. It's not the salesperson, payment recording within their finance documentation for, so the person we need to capture now is for accountant. Accountant. So that is the next swim lane we need to add. So we'll come back and add a new swim lane here. So like we said, to add a new swim lane, let me do this bit. So to add a new swim lane, all we need is highlight the container and follow the arrow. This is the swim lane here. We add another swim lane and we need to clean it up before we can start using it, because what we do is that we duplicated this particular swim lane. And I have to clean before I start using. So you see, I'm highlighting everything. So here, and I will just click highlight it here again. Want me to do it manually, but okay, let me deleting one after the other. That's what he's looking for. But or if you just highlight all of them and do delete, you can just boom, delete all of them. But I don't have time. So this salesperson, we need to change it to accountant. Accountant. Okay. Then let's go and see where the accountant is. So from here, we come in. So we're swimming from the salesperson's lane into accountant. So the salesperson kind of passing the baton to the accountant. So that is the cross functionality of these two individuals, these two professionals. So the accountant payment record, start the payment recording, capture the main process here. And it's going to be process 4.0. And then the next process is going to be, so what is accountant doing again? The accountant manually record customers' payment in ledger. We're using ledger. So that's what we're using. Do we have any accountant in this platform? Any accountants?
Yes, sir.
So, Karimot, is it true? Do we use is it ledger? Account.
Yes.
So, is that the way you guys are doing in your company?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not lying. Good. So, I've in this country, I started my ACCA, but I realized that I know I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to be accountant, no matter what. There's no need of, because all my spirit is already in IT, and that's how I abandoned my ACCA here. I would have been chartered by now. Well, I don't know if I took the right decision. Do you guys think I took the right decision?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did, sir.
You guys do. So you don't want me to be ACCA?
The best decision of your life.
Okay. And that's how I tear it from accounting. So So when I was coming to this country, the only thing we are thinking, you are chartered. If you are not chartered, so, but then all as we graduate, everybody, a lot of us, ICAM, this, that. If it's not chartered, you will not like. I wanted to follow suit, but yeah, okay. Then the next thing is after recording in Ledger, the involve recording checks received, deposit made, and outstanding invoice. So this is what the accountant is doing. 4.2. See, why I'm very serious about my itemization, so that you won't have any reason to say you do not understand the sequence. If you are not understanding the arrow, you will understand the itemization. That's the sequence is very important. So the next is still on accountants, bank reconciliation. So bank reconciliation. You see this bank reconciliation, that is the first chores I did when I graduated from uni. So in my place of primary assignment in Victoria Island, I served in a company called Mobitel. So the first day I start work, the accountant that is there carried all the, like I told you, I studied finance, everything to my table, boom, or your chance, start reconciliation. And they just taught us bank reconciliation theory when there's no practical now. So I told the lady I don't know how to do it too. And the lady started, you graduated from UNM, you can't even reconcile simple bank reconciliation. So what is this? Well, they didn't teach us this. And this is my first job. I just have to learn. The common bank reconciliation. All right. Then number 5 is bank reconciliation. So you can say I'm reconciling it now. Nobody will come and tell me I don't know how to reconcile the bank reconciliation again. Even modeling it, not only reconciling. All right. So these days again, there's nothing like bank reconciliation. Once you have ERP system, the system does all these things for you. The accountant regularly download and receive physical bank statements. Okay. To cut my wordings, let me just bypass the accountant to make life easy for me. Like I said, it's not mathematics. It's your creativity to make your work look neat. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't even be mentioning the um, I don't have time for this typing. If they know, or they don't know. Okay. Okay, let me type now. That's what they want. All right. So that is 5.1. And then what next? Manually compare the bank statements with the record of deposit and payment. It's not working. Okay. Manually compare the bank statement entries. Okay.
Not invoice, sir, with the company's record of deposits and payments.
Is the same thing. Invoice is the payment. I don't have time. So all this, that's why record of deposit is in the invoice. You get it? Are you getting my statement?
Yes, sir.
So, like I said, it's not mathematics. Any discrepancies required investigation. I can write investigate any discrepancies. This is 5.2. And purchase order. So what?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. What is it?
Sorry, please. I think that place is. Should it
5.3.
not be 5.3? That's the third
Okay.
activity.
Okay, I'm coming. So the next is purchase order. Okay, 5 point. Okay, this is 5.2. I didn't add this. 5.2, and this is 5.3. And then it's time to add another lane. So this.
Sorry, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, I'm listening.
The 5.3 is it not supposed to be under 5.2? The lane.
Okay. Yeah, good. You guys are very observant. See, I've linked them. I can equally from here move it this way, add it here. Good. Are we happy?
Yes, sir.
Good, good.
So very,
Yes, sir.
very happy. Very, very happy. Thank you.
Huh? So yeah, I'm happy we're working together. You guys are leaving the whole work for me. Okay. I think we're not going this way. We should be. Are we going this way or this way? Are we going this way? This way?
Yes, sir.
Yes, 5.4.
No, no, no. We are not going this way. We are moving forward.
Okay,
You guys,
that's
we need to add another swim lane because at this point we need to capture the purchase order by purchaser. So we need another swim lane. So it's what we need to do. So let me move this out of my way. We need another swim lane. And to do that, swim lane, another swim lane. So I need to highlight. And then This is the swim lane, and that's it. So, see, the work is growing. So, I need to clean this up. I'm just hoping I won't be loss of time. I have another class by 8:30. So that's why I don't want to type anything. I want to copy and paste everything because of time. Okay. So this here, no. As a matter of fact, we should grab something here, grab it here and bring it here. Yeah, and from here, I tap current and join it here. So you can see it's not, can do it if you can manipulate it anyhow you want. So, and then.
Excuse me, sir. I
I'm
thought the head is supposed to be purchase, not accountant again. Up.
Yeah, I'm still editing. It's just it's purchaser. Purchaser. Happy? Are you happy now? Good. All right. The next is the purchase order creation and the sixth process. This process and six 0.0 for all the BAs. At times when you get a job in a busy environment, at times you might create up to 3 or 4 processes in a day. So it's up to 3 process maps in a day. It's not all right. 6. Then the create purchase order manually. Six point 1, and it's still growing. So still scaling up. It's still okay. And then paper copies are generated or information stored electronically, paper copies generated. Six 0.2, and then what next? The purchase order is then sent to the vendor. Okay, 6.3.
You
Sorry,
wrote 6.2, not 3.
yeah, 3. And then, so we're swimming back to the accountant. Swimming back to the accountant, and upon receiving the invoice from the purchase order, upon receiving goods and services, the company receives invoice from the purchase order. From the vendor, sorry. So now for the accountants to enter the invoice into the ledger, but to do that, you need to receive this first. Okay, let me see. This should be invoice processing, not the first thing is invoice processing, which is the main process. Before that, true or false, that's number 7. True or
True.
false, guys?
True.
Okay,
Choose.
so grab this here, grab this. Okay, I'll give it 7.0, and then I will move this away, connect this here, and remove this. Remove it from here. This to this. Move this here. Then move this one here. And then this. Bring it back here. Okay, this is going to be 7.1. And you can see it's still growing. So I need more space. More space. And the accountant manual enters the invoice into the ledger. And this is 7.2. And again, 7.3. Verify pricing and other details. You don't just make payments. Seven point three. Okay. So okay, the next is payment approval. This is optional. I'm going to bypass this because of time, because it's optional. So, and I'll jump to this. I'll bypass this. It's optional. I don't have time. So sorry, guys. And because of that, I'll give it become 8 instead of 9.
Excuse me, Mr. Charles.
Yes.
Can we add it when we are doing ours?
Yes, you can see my own is because of time.
Okay.
So as if you want, because you can see there is optional, but I think it's good you add it. But based on the process I captured it, is supposed to be there, but it's optional because a lot of people do not. This is a generic process flow, and I just applied it. So you can apply it. Some companies, it's optional to them. Or some people, once the accountant verifies, accountant makes payments. Some people, it need to go through the HOD for approval before payments will be made. So okay. Then once approved, okay, the accountant, because we are not going for approval, the accountant manually makes payment. Copy and it's 0.1, and then we push down again. That's need more space. And the next is reporting, and reporting, see within the accountant, copy and so it's 9.0. So, and of 9.1, the accountant, let's remove the accountant because it's within the manually. Yeah. Copy here and okay. 9.1. So, and this, and we still need a bit of push down in order to end the process. So, and this is where our journey comes to the end. And so So let's see. This is the start. This is the end. So um I also want us to see our work, our full work. So this is our process. This is our current process. This is the way the way things stands now in nearest finance department. That we'll call current process. Here we don't have time. I would have colored all this white in green. But the next time I'll make sure that it's green, so that by the time we are going to conduct our analysis, we have to see the one we are going to put in red. But it's okay. This is good. And in order to export your work, like some of you will be screenshotting this and sending it to me. They've done their work. It's not going to be acceptable because that's not the way it should be. What you need to do is to export this work and send it, or you want to attach it to your documents. Come over here. You come to export and you say export PNG. I'll export it in PNG and export. Yeah, you can say save, but I want to download it. Okay, and it's downloaded on my device. And if I come here, this work here, let me attach it to this document. I come over here, where is insert image from my system, and it's here. So that is it here. That is what we have been working on. The document is here. So that is it, guys. So we did this together. So with this, I don't think any of you are going to struggle in doing it. You say, I've done my own. I've done my own. So the next thing is for you to do. So like some of you that might be laughing at me when I'm doing, very soon it's going to be my turn to laugh. So you better come and do your own. Everybody must do it. Come and do your own. So thank you for following, and no questions. I believe everybody understands it. And thank you. We are going to do the analysis on this next time. The work is not finished. We are continuing on analysis, requirement analysis. So stop recording and see you soon.